Hey, what's up, everybody? Video 44 coming at you with another video. All right, so it was 125, 120. The Lakers got the victory in Washington. Albeit a little bit of a scare down the stretch of that game. Julian Champagnie hit 2 quick threes, and then we turned the ball over and had to put our starters back in after we had pulled them. That was irritating, but it was a competitive game, like I told you guys it would be. They might as well be the Golden State Warriors with the many Warriors they got on this team, but the Wizards, yeah, Jordan Poole definitely put up some numbers there, even though his plus minus was the worst of the whole game. Anthony Davis is the guy, though. 35 points, 18 boards. I think he had 18 boards, 2 blocks, three blocks, 2 steals. Definitely a full game for him. Who will be getting the game ball there early, letting y'all know right away he's game ball dude. Uh, LeBron James had a fantastic game for the most part. Definitely was on the board. I don't remember stats. I'm a little fuzzy on his stats, as I usually am at times, but he definitely put together a very strong basketball game out there. His presence was extremely felt. Rui Hachimura and all those guys, man, you just love what you saw from the team as a whole. We came together as a unit and got a 5-1 road record, man, for this road trip. You got to appreciate that. If we wouldn't have dropped that Pacer game, which I think we couldn't win anyway, judging by how flat we were and how our shooting was so pitiful, it would have been a perfect road trip. So that's what you want to see. We went up against some weak teams for the most part. This one was no exception, but I thought the Washington Wizards put on a good show. I thought they put up a competitive effort tonight, and guys like Vucevic, Tristan Vucevic, their rookie, 15 points. He's going to be looking good in the future for them. Jared Butler, I thought was a pest on the defensive end. Corey Kispert, I think he had like 17 points or something like that. You gotta respect it. D'Lo Russell hit 3 threes tonight. As I said in the halftime video, I felt like we held him back a little bit, trying to get other people the ball, wasn't necessary. Should have been trying to feed him a lot more. He would have put this game away early. But we got away from him to work the ball around, do other stuff, and we ended up playing a close game. But I think this is one of them games where if you would have fed D'Lo like you're supposed to feed D'Lo, he probably walks out of here with like 40 points. You probably win by 20. Seriously. Because he had it going. He hit his first 2 threes, and then we just stopped looking for him. And he hit another one, and, that was it. Like, nah, I need him attempted like 15 threes on a night like this. With his talent, yeah. But all in all, this was a good game. Should have been easier. But, we kept allowing the Wizards to go on these runs where they'd go up by 11 and we'd go up by 17 and we'd give it back. It was that kind of game. So I'm glad it's over. I'm glad the road trip is over. I'm glad that game is over. I'm sure the team is as well. We head back to LA for a 12:30 matchup on Saturday, which I just can't understand why the hell that's at 12:30, bro. But it is what it is. So we hope everybody's ready for that noon matchup with the Cavs, which is going to be a rough one. I don't know who's all playing for the Cavs, but they are a very good team this year. They've been dropping some games, so hopefully they'll be depleted further. But anytime Bron got the Cavs coming in or he's going there, it's going to be a big deal. So this is their only matchup in LA, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be a one that he tries to make a memorable one for us. And so finally get to see our building again. That's what it's about. I don't really have a whole lot to say about this Wizards game, surprisingly enough. The Wizards shot pretty well. They remained just under 50% from the field and the three the whole game. Lakers had, 17 turnovers or something like that. A little irritating there to their 15, I believe it was. Wasn't that what it was yesterday, too, or something like that? Very close. But, the Los Angeles Lakers took care of business, man. That's what it really came down to. It wasn't pretty. It wasn't ideal. I didn't think our defense was all that great. It really wasn't. But, we got a balanced attack from our starters, who all scored at double figures. I thought Austin Reeves played a pretty solid game. Got to figure out if his ankle's going to be all right. He kind of came down funny on his ankle in the fourth quarter a little bit. But I thought we had a really nice game, man. I wish stats would have stayed in my head a little longer. I glanced at him and then started the camera, press play on the camera here. So it's one of those situations where I just think that the Los Angeles Lakers could not have been more pleased with how this road trip went. When you consider going into it, we thought we could go 5-1. We thought maybe we could win the whole thing, but we probably would go to lose that Milwaukee game, and we didn't. And then once we won that Milwaukee game, it was like, all right, we could really beat this. We could run the table on this road trip. And unfortunately, we did with the Pacer game, which was, like I said, I just thought our team was tired. 3 games in 4 nights, flat-footed shots. I mean, you shoot, what, 13% from the 3 on the whole game? You're just not going to go far. But I thought that was an anomaly. I don't expect for us to shoot that poorly again, and we haven't since. And I thought we did some good things for the most part. I think our bench is still struggling quite a bit, but we are getting guys back healthier, overall. Colin Castleton and Gabe Vincent now have returned on this road trip, so we're excited about that. We saw Vanderbilt doing some pregame work, which was really exciting for our team as well, so hopefully we can get him back for the Cleveland game. And, we'll be as close to healthy as possible. Obviously, we're still without Christian Wood. We don't know what's going on with Cam Reddish, but we're closer to being healthy than we have at any point, and couldn't come at a better time because with 5 games left, we're going to be in the play-in tournament very soon. So this win should hopefully help us get into that, closer to where we want to be. I want to get out of the 9th spot personally, but I don't know if that's realistic at all. I'm not really sure with this few games left. But I would like to climb into that 8th or 7th spot personally. That'll make me feel a lot better about our season. But the Golden State Warriors look like who we'll see if that stays there, since Houston, as I figured and predicted, Houston was going to go on a nice long winning streak and then run into some tough teams in the final couple of games, and that's what's happened to them. And then Golden State, with their easy schedule, they just push it a little distance there. So it looks like Golden State will probably keep that 10th spot. It looks like Houston will miss the playoffs after all. But there's still games to play. But yeah, man, Sacramento Kings are in that 8th spot, I believe it is. Phoenix in the 7th or something like that. Pelicans possibly fall into 7th. Some variation of that is what's in front of us. And so, Sacramento's now missing some of those guards that really attack us, which is really interesting to me. With their shooting guard, Malik Monk, has now gone down with a knee injury. He's not going to be available for that game, I don't believe. And I can't think of their shooting guard's name. It's on the tip of my tongue. He used to play for the Atlanta Hawks. But he is also out with a season-ending shoulder. So some of those guards that used to attack us will go with the Sacramento Kings that we fear so much. They're not going to be there. And that bodes well with us having to see them potentially if we're able to win that 9th, 10th game in the play-in tournament. And they're still there. That'll bode well with us seeing Sacramento if that be the case. So, yeah, man, very interesting stuff. I really want to make the playoffs. I don't want to play Golden State. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I don't want them in a one-and-done situation. We've had a lot of success against them, but we've also done a lot of failing against them as of late. We still got to play them once more. In fact, they're 2 games from now, I think it is. So, we'll get another look at them before the end of the season. But between me and you, I do not want to play them. I don't. Everybody else seems to feel so confident that we're going to beat them, but that's not the point. It's if you don't, you're out. And I don't like that situation going up against damn Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. Hell no. Just like they don't like it going up against LeBron James and Anthony Davis. So that's really what it is, man. I just want us to get into that 8th spot, give ourselves a little cushion. So we got to win out, man. And it's going to be tough the next couple of games against real teams. As already mentioned, Golden State, Cleveland, and Minnesota are the next 3 games. Not in that order. So if we don't get it together, it's going to be 3 straight losses. No question about it. Especially since you've been playing all these weak teams. Don't think you can come in against Cleveland, play that way. Obviously, Minnesota, hell no. And obviously, Golden State, no either. After that, it's Memphis again in Memphis. And then New Orleans again on that 12:30 game in New Orleans. So it ain't about to be easy. The easy stuff just happened. I don't know who has a more tough schedule than us or where we stand in regards to strength of schedule, but I'm telling you the next 3 games are 3 of the toughest games. So if we gonna be in playoff form, now's the time to snap into it for sure. And yeah, that's really what it comes down to. So, as I said, game ball goes to Anthony Davis. Forgive me, I'm usually a little more equipped with stats, but I did not retain any of that at all. But I was pleased with the overall team effort. And that's pretty much all I got to say about the Golden State, the Lakers, and the Wizards. I don't know why I keep saying Golden State, other than the fact that they have Patrick Baldwin and Jordan Poole, who happen to used to be Wizards. They ain't Wizards. Warriors. You get the point. They used to be Golden State. They are not anymore. So yeah, man. Kyle Kuzma, was good seeing him out there, man. Stuck in NBA Siberia, but that's just how it goes. I do regret that trade quite a bit for Russell Westbrook. I think we all do. But it is what it is, man. See, he got paid out there, so I'm pretty sure he's happy. He's made a name for himself out there, so whatever works. But yeah, man. That is my thought about the Wizards. I'm glad that game is over, man. I really am. I'm glad the road trip is now behind us. We get some home cooking again against these Cleveland Cavaliers. Hopefully Donovan Mitchell decides not to play. But we still got to deal with the rest of what they got, and it's plenty. Trust you me. So that's pretty much what I got to say, man. Hope everybody enjoyed this game. I did. Glad we got the victory. 5-1 road trip. BDL 44. I thank y'all for watching. I'm out.